Okay, so you saw what the engine was like. Here's the bilge. So it's a lot of water in here. Let's see. So this is the bilge, as you can see. Don't fall in. So it's looking like. This is my camera. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. It's really annoying because there's actually a hand pump here, which would be great if there was a pipe attached here, because then we'd actually have like that one there is the outflow, and then there's nothing attached on here. So I've brought a few bits and bobs with me, so I'm hoping something will do. What do I have this. So I have no idea if this is going to use this of an old washing machine. So I'm hoping that if I can connect this on, I just put that in there, and then we can use it as the other end. I can't see why it wouldn't work. So are they about the same size? Yeah, no. I just loosen that and put that on. Alright, give me a few minutes and I'll get back to you. The good news is it worked. I even got this collar thing on to hold it in place, so it's nice and stuck down. I think it's going to work. And we've got cut number 1 already. Yay! So let's hope this works. So if I put that in there, there we go, pump. Making noise. Sounds like it's working. Okay, let's have a look, see if it's actually going out the back of the boat. Great success. Slight change, that pump was getting a bit annoying. Trying to pump it, it's taking forever. So what I've done is I have cut the bottom off an old ferry washing up liquid and attached the pipe to it. I don't know if you can see that there. Attach the pipe to it so I can fill it up here and it'll go down when I'm making loads of noise and annoying everybody. So the new idea is, I'll put you there for a second. Let's get the normal way and bait it out, and then just put it in here. That's not making big splash sounds all over the place, annoying everyone by throwing all the water out the side. It's very quiet here in the boatyard, so I don't want to be the noisiest person in it. So, there you go. Okay, as you can probably see, I've had to go down about 5 different layers at the moment and close. And I've been at this for probably 45 minutes to nearly an hour. Not making much impact on it, just that much water in it at the moment. Just have to keep going. Most worrying stuff is this, the kind of like the solid timbers, I suppose you call them, which are starting to rot and they've just been submerged in water for too long. And I can see why, I think why it's been raised, this deck, is because the new stuff that someone put in, it looks like just pine, treated pine all the way around, so they obviously built it up to keep it away from the actual timbers below. So I think the best thing to do is strip all that down, take away all that stuff, and put some proper stuff in. Hopefully you can salvage some of this, or some of it's not too bad. You can see this one here has been sandwiched between two pieces, so see, started to go over the years. So we'll have to get into all that. Definitely have to get an electric pump, because this will take forever. Tight. Okay, so it's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take to get all the water out of the bilge. So what I did find is this little machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up some of that yellow stuff to this, the yellow pipe I had, put it over the side, put some duct tape around here and here to make it stronger, and see can I get it there, because if not, I'm going to be here for the rest of the day just pumping out water, or bailing out, one or the other. Okay, so here we are, attempt number 3. So this thing down here, it's all been duct taped up to bits all over here, join it to the yellow that's going all the way down there and outside. And the idea then is I should be able to just pump away. Let's have a look. Feels like it's working. Let's have a look if it's working. Now to watch that video back to see if it's working. Tell you one thing, I'm getting a free workout here today. Whew. I need to get an electric pump. The good thing is, the amount of water the thing's holding, it's like a swimming pool, so I know it's definitely not leaking from the hole. The only water getting in here is from the rain, so but that's not a bad sign. So as you can see, I've got most of this kind of area cleared out now. That table thing that was above the engine and stuff like that. The engine actually doesn't look too bad now once once all the water's gone out of it. So I'm going to keep on doing that, clean it all away. I was hoping that some of this wood would be salvageable, but like, I feel as if this is where a lot of the water's coming in, because it's very damp here, so it seems to be coming down here somewhere. So it's obviously it's coming in underneath the fiberglass along here and running in here. This stuff I was hoping that some of it would be salvageable. It's kind of flimsy and kind of breaking away, as you can see it's squelching there. There's water coming out of it. So I don't even know if all of this stuff is marine ply or what is it. That's all kind of falling apart and stuff. So see that there? Or it's just kind of falling apart. I'm going to pull it all up. Get it all up, we'll have a look at the whole deck and stuff like that, and then once that's up we can make a decision. We're going to do it anyway because we were going to lower it by about a foot. What type of wood to use, it's kind of the question at the moment, so pull it up, have a look, see what we've got there, because we may have to replace all the hardwoods and stuff like that. So there's a few of them that say sandwiched down there, there's a few with marine ply either side of them, and some of them are just falling apart quickly. So have a look at it, see what I can do, and I'll have to go do a bit of research to see what I can do, because it'd be great if you could get some sort of plastic substitute or something the same thickness. But anyway, let's have a look once I get some of this up. Well, it's at this stage I'm glad I didn't start pulling this place apart first and that I started on the outside, because the original plan was to get here tidied away and then we'd start the outside, but just whatever way the day went. But yeah, because it's getting dark and cold outside. So I have my kettle on here. I've got chicken in the oven and just waiting for that to pop. And let's give me a bit of heater there as well going on in the background. So yeah, I suppose this is me for the next hour or so. Wish that chicken would hurry up. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the last couple of hours then is I'll just go around looking at bits and bobs, seeing what I can kind of salvage, what can be used. So pulling off all this trim all around the doors and everything, but it's all just pine, so not much use for anything I'm going to use later on, so it's not going to be any good. And then in here, start pulling the V-bunk or V-berth apart. Those hanger things on the side there all gone. There was completely rotten, so all the stuff was useless. You can see all the leftover stuff. Just touched that stuff, it fell apart. So obviously all the water and condensation has been coming in. It's been tricked down. The wire there, I'm not sure what it's for. Imagine it's most likely for, there's an electric anchor or something on it at one stage, so that might be it. And there's a piece of wood down there at the very front. Not too sure what it is. I wonder, is that to do with the fiberglass that we saw on the outside? Was there a bang and had to be repaired? But yeah, we'll have a look at all that tomorrow. Not going to do that today. For the rest of today, got rid of all that stuff, took the door off the bathroom, taking off all this stuff, all the trims, just trying to find anything that's salvageable. But it looks like it's just all going to be going into the bin, and we'll start again. Okay, so I suppose I've been busy enough, just took up the floor to have a look what was underneath there as well. Yeah, right down to the fiberglass there. Got rid of all the doors wall off of this area, which was the toilet area. I'll show you one of the things here on it. So this stuff here is all teak. Actually, it's quite thin teak, but it's good, it's strong to break it off. But the problem with it is the fiberglass over here in the corners, so it's obviously part of the original stuff. But in here, then it's so damp then because obviously there's water getting in and it's trapping the moisture inside. So I'm gonna get rid of all that because that's not going to be much good. And done a little bit more in here then as well. Again, all these kind of things were all made of kind of teak and oak, but yeah, a lot of stuff's just kind of rotted. Especially the kind of the floor there. The floor is just made of marine ply, should I say. That thing there on the wall, that's oak, and that was part of the bunks. However, you can see that it's been fiberglassed against the wall, so I'm going to be careful with that because I think that might be part of what the actual rubbing strips on the outside of the boat are screwed into on the inside. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful and cautious with that. And the same then when I'm taking these walls off, make sure that is just an added on piece of fiberglass and I don't do any damage to the actual fiberglass itself. Some of the stuff was just screwed right in up here, but that feels like it could be a piece of wood there. No, it's not, it's fiberglass. But yeah, some of the stuff was just screwed straight in up there into the fiberglass. So I don't know. I'll have to do a bit of an investigation to see what's up there. Because it's not exactly scent or anything, so it's not as if there's a piece of wood running through that. Yeah, so a bit more to do. I'm gonna have to start tidying up for the night anyway, because it's getting close to midnight and I want to get a good bit done tomorrow. So I'll do one or two more jobs here and then it'll be time to go and sleep in the car. Okay, I'm not really sure what you can see there at the moment as it's fairly cold here. It was a -1 last night, 1 Celsius. So it was a bit of a chiller, had to sleep in the car, but Had the army sleeping bag on me and plenty of padding, so I was actually quite cosy there. Even slept down a little bit. So as you can see, all the front of it's pulled up there. Walls are gone. They were original, but when I was taking forever taking all the trimming off them, trying to salvage as much as I could. But as I got closer into the edges, it was all rotten from being up against the sides and water running down along the top. So I decided just to get rid of them all. So it's taken a long time because I was trying to be quite lenient on the woods when I was breaking stuff out of it. But it's kind of at this stage now. I think I'm just going to pull it up because like here's some of the stuff that's on the bottom. That's like it's all just this stuff's loose. I'm not sure what that is. Like it just looks to be a chunk of pine. So treated pine, looks like somebody just kind of done a job on it before, put treated pine. But even the original stuff up here at the front, it's all just falling apart. It's all, you can see it's falling apart. Stuff at the very front, same thing. It's actually, yes, that's all pine someone used. It's all just breaking pieces. All the stuff that was on the floor as well. As you can see, this was all the floor. The tub's on this. You can see there's mold on it as well. It's all breaking apart. It's all literally, it's all gooey, slimy stuff. So that'll all have to go. So with that in mind, I'm just going to pull everything out, just get rid of the whole lot. I'm just going to try to save any of it. So I should be working a lot quicker getting walls down and stuff because I don't need to be too cautious. The only stuff to be cautious of, obviously, is the bits at the edges. Whatever's touching the original fiberglass. However, there seems to be a lot of holes on the walls already. As you can probably see, is all screws coming through, like actually proper screws. This is obviously whoever was doing it before just decided that anything above the waterline was free game, so they've kind of cut into all that. That pipe that I was looking at yesterday, the one that we were saying, I thought was some sort of electric wire going to what I thought was going to be a anchor hold, and maybe it was an electric anchor at one stage. But what it is actually a drain pipe. It's a piece of hose and it's attached up to the very bottom there. Very bottom there was attached up to there. So obviously, when you're pulling in that anchor, the water that would come off the anchor would run down through there. It's all a fiberglass hook down the hose, and it was meant to go out along the side, but that's obviously didn't do the job it was meant to do because all the water now from the anchor is, well, not that it's been used, but the anchor hole is still there, but it's all just running down here now, all along the floor, and into a sump along here. So I'm gonna have to come up with something for that. But I think I'm just gonna waterproof the whole lot of the inside of it. We'll come up with another idea for the anchor. I think to have the anchor as a standalone area. Because of all that, then you probably hear the rain on the way in here. The good thing about the rain is it's have to show me that this is all leaking all along here. There's zero kind of silicone or anything up there, so it's all leaking, and that's dripping down, and you can see it's all just pouring into the boat. So that's where all this water's coming from, as the cover only covers the back part. But you can see it's just dripping straight down and onto the floor here of the boat. So that's where all the rainwater's coming from. It looks like it's coming in through all the windows. So I'm going to pull the tarp up over all that stuff and get a little bit more waterproof on the inside here. Because I've been deciding to pull all the stuff out. This is the wood that I'm left over with, so I have to try and get rid of all this now, and the cushions and stuff. And that's only the second amount because you can see I've kind of stuffed some of it underneath already. What I'll do is I'll bring down a better saw with me the next time, some sort of table saw, and start cutting up into chunks. Yeah, as you can see, besides there's a lot of leftover wood I'll need to get rid of. So the plan is to stuff a lot of it back under the boat, bring a bigger saw the next time, cut it up into pieces, and whatever can be salvaged as firewood, so be it. If not, most of it will just go into the bin and go for recycling or whatnot. So what I'm going to start doing here now is I need to start getting it. It's nearly time to go home. Strange, I've been here for nearly 2 days, but yeah, I'm just going to close up all the portholes, make sure they're closed, close up the doors, and put the canopy over, and then get moving on the road. Toilet's gone, as you can see. I'm going to bring that with me and give it a good scrub, clean it down, see if it's anyway salvageable. It might be the only salvageable thing we'll get out of this, but yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so before I was going, I decided to pull up this last bit of decking here to see what it was like underneath, and as you can see, that's where the diesel tank is. It's obviously not the original diesel tank because it's way just shoehorned in there, it's way up too high, so obviously it's a retro fitted one in there as well. I have to have a look at that, see what we can do with it. But it looks like now we won't be able to lower the deck down as much as we thought we could, but what we can do is lower it down somewhat and maybe have a step up there just to get into the wheelhouse area. There shouldn't be any problem. Yeah, so there's a few things that I noticed while pulling it up as well. So if you can see this here. Okay, so basically you go across here, I was lifting the decking up and all this stuff is just rotten and loose. Gee, the whole lot of it is all coming up, you can see. So you can imagine how to see one big wave and the whole deck would have come off. So you would have been thrown out to sea, deck and all. So glad now I pulled all that up. Because my initial plan was just put something down temporarily and we'll get one season out, we'll come back and fix it, but thank God we didn't do that now. We've gone down the road of actually having a look. So slightly changes the outlook of a few different jobs. Probably won't be as quick as we thought it would be, because I think the next job needs to be is to get this whole deck up, because I need to get these walls out. New walls up. Once the new walls are in, then we can start working on the inside and we figure out what we're going to do with the engine. I don't know if this engine's going to be salvageable or not. It's been underwater for a long time, and they're open up, so even finding parts could be quite difficult. It might just make more sense to buy a new engine. See there, a lot of different bits of corrosion that's going on there. And if you look down here, it looks like there was once a bilge pump. There's a literal electric bilge pump down there that someone put in, but obviously the amount of oil and gunk down there, it's going to have jammed up. Probably could fix it and get it going again, but I think I'm just going to buy a new one. So that's there. You see the engine needs a good revamp anyway. The other option is, for the moment, if I wanted to, I suppose I could just pull the whole thing out, block it up and put an outboard on the back. I'm not really sure if that's what I want though, because I kind of like the idea of having the old inboard engine. I think the look of it would be kind of slightly tarnished if I was to put an outboard on it. But it could be just an option just to get it out on the water, just to actually use the thing rather than just to be standing up here pulling bits of wood off it. Anyway, I'm going to start tidying up now, get the cover over it, and I'm going to head on my way. So, see you later. Thanks for watching.